Okay, so how's everybody doing? So you thought you got rid of me for the rest of the year, eh? There's something that I just wanted to mention, which I left out of the uh, previous episode, part 8. I just wanted to give just a little update on the plans for the new year that I'm working on for content, and then just do a little run by. But I also, just before I jump to that, I want to just show you the difference between the default stereo microphone and this Canon D5500. It's a DSLR. It's what I use to shoot my video with, well, all my photography with. And I'm going to show you the difference between the mic. I got an external Rhodes mic here. There's no batteries in the mic, and it doesn't draw any power. It's just an external mic that feeds the microphone tech and the camera. So here's the difference. This is with the mic plugged in, right? This is with the mic unplugged. Hear the difference, right? So I'll start up the locomotive. That's the Jeep 9 there, number 122. Now I'm going to plug in the external mic and you'll hear the difference in the audio. Okay, so what do you think, eh? Does it sound better? I think so. Thanks for the tip from a commenter earlier on. He mentioned about sound. I do consider all your comments, by the way. I just can't get around to them right away all the time. But yeah, that was a nice recommendation. I'm glad I did that, because sound, the integrity of the sound is important, right? So just do a quick run by and then we'll jump into the closing update. Okay, so how's everybody doing? I bet you thought you were rid of me, eh, for the year, but I was thinking that maybe I should give a little bit of an update on what some of my plans are for the new year, and maybe poke at a few things over the holidays here. So let me just begin with like the facade here, the backdrop building flat. This is almost finished now. There's like I said, there's gonna be a fence here. I may add just a square piece of 40 thou here just to simulate a generator. It's not gonna be seen. I was gonna do the window, but I didn't have time to get that in, but this window frame is gonna be the same way I did the door frame. So if you look at part 8, just before this one, I'm just going to put trim around the windows here, and then you can leave them big panes if you want, but that maybe wouldn't work in HO, so you can just use the same trim with the door, or any size that you want, but that's a good size, I guess, for this. And then just run a few vertical pieces and a few horizontal, so that old industrial square type window pane for that, and then maybe some small little bracket work with this other conduit pipe, and then it'll be ready for paint. The fence is ready for paint, and the other building flat, I think I'm just gonna shift that aside I'm gonna go with this, I'm gonna go with the dual windows because it works, right? With all this gack and stuff going on in the single door, like there's enough, like, pretty good symmetry there, I think, and it works together as a whole, right? And so what I'll do is I'll plan for, my next plan is to plan for a painting tutorial on the painting of this flat. how I weather it down and fade and do some of those layers, and then the fence as well. Somebody mentioned about doing a more blow-by-blow paint tutorial, so that's what I'm planning right now, that I'll probably work on a little bit over the holidays. And then just down the left side here, so I want to also deal with this in the new year. I'm going to do just a little build episode on the bridge. Just call it the bridge. I'm just going to order some of the standard classical railings. Like, I could build them, but why bother, right? I mean, you know, we don't have to scratch build everything. Work them together. Kit bash too, right? And so I'm going to deal with that. And then, I don't know, what about up here? This is sort of the back of the flat back of the movie set look here. You don't really see this. Like, when the bridge is in here, like, when you're coming at it this way, like, you don't see that. But, you know, I mean, normally you would black that out. So yeah, I'm going to deal with that. So that'll, like, the bridge will come out a ways over this building, like here, just above the telephone pole. So that'll kind of clean that up, right? I don't know about the style of the bridge. I'll do an episode on that if you'd like. And then let's just swing over to the far right side of the ugly corner here. Okay, we're going to try, just for the sake of all of you that like to do photographic backdrops, we'll do something here. I have an image I'm trying to clean up, a crushed crescent. We'll try to blend it in, you know, in behind the grain elevator here, and merge it into maybe just a back, like another flat. Maybe I can use that other flat for over here. With the tree, I want to put a deciduous tree overhanging the road a bit. I'm going to use a bit of artistic license there to blend in with the photo, right? The photo is, oh yeah, here it is. Let me just move that cell tower out of the way. So this is the photo, right? And you get the idea. So I have a 3D tree kind of to blend into the color backdrop there. Let's see, I'll line that up a bit better for you. So yeah, so to try to make that work. And then there's this little blue building here in the corner, which sort of doubles as an industry and an engine shed, right, to park my fleet of locomotives. So I want to rework this building. It still needs dark washes and some dry brushing to bring out the metal corrugated siding. Maybe do something with the roof a bit. We'll see. Add a bit of gack on there. And then there's this, make sure that's focused in. There's this low cut bush here. I'm going to probably do a rough cut stone raised bed here. I want a little bit of a transition going from, you know, this tractor over the bush into the building. You see what I mean? And just to hide a little bit of what's going on. There's not much going on over there anyway. And I like the building. The building will work. So yeah, that'll close things up, I guess. And then probably some foundational trim on the bottom of this building too, and then put some weeds in there. I want to clean up all the, oh yeah, speaking of bases, building bases, since the grain elevator is going to be repurposed with the cell tower on the new design next year, you know, I get it. Like, I don't like this either, you know, this flat sort of pallet base here, right? But if this grain elevator is going to be repurposed, you know, I'm not going to glue it down. I want everything to be wild, but I can clean this up with another sheet of 10 or 15 thou underneath with about a 1/4 inch all around, and then just glue grass to it. Then and then paint it earth, and it'll blend in better to the ground and still be able to lift off, right? So yeah, so that's what I'll do there. And then maybe along the fence, when the fence is done, I'm looking forward to painting the fence actually. When the fence is done, I'll probably put some bush. I have all this off-cut material here from the trees when I trimmed the trees down. Someone mentioned about thinning the trees out, which was a good point, but I don't really want to thin these trees out anymore. Like, I don't want to see any more of the blue through them. So I appreciate the comment, but I'm going to leave them. I mean, look how much I took out of them already. 2 of these and some other ones. So I'm going to repurpose this for a blackberry bush along the base of the fence. Just the flock from that. Yeah, so those are just some of the things that I want to do in the new year. So yeah, so once again, I just want to say all the best. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you and your family. My prayers go out to those of you that might have ailments. You know, some of us boomers, when we get on in age, you know, we get health issues, right? So, you know, I'll covet you in my prayers, and I just pray God's blessing on all of you this year, and all the best during this holiday season, okay? Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you have a great day.